Hey guys, welcome back. In this last video, we're going to look at the footer section. So we just finished all the dynamic sections on the homepage, and we did the header at the beginning as well. We're going to skip these bundle cards for now because we're going to look at these in a later video. So for this one, we're just going to focus on the footer. So if we click into the footer, we can see it's a fairly short section. The first thing we have here is the menu selection. So as we can see, we're currently displaying the privacy policy, refund policy, and terms of service. And these three links are collectively part of the footer menu, which is defined within the Shopify dashboard. So if we click into here, we can see that we can actually change this menu from a footer menu to our main menu. And when we do that, we can see that this updates to our main menu navigation, which is the identical navigation as our primary header. So all these menus are, again, they're not set up within the customizer. They're set up within the main Shopify dashboard. And this is common to all Shopify themes as well. So next up, we see the background color. So right now it defaults to this light gray, but we can easily change that here to a darker color if we wish. And next we have the text color. So this is going to affect all the text contained within the footer. So you can see all the text elements updated to a white color here. Next we have the social icons. So social icons will show up here typically. However, obviously we don't have any showing right now. And the reason is if we go into our general theme settings here, so we backed out of the footer section and go into your general theme settings, go into your social links and sharing. You can see that we don't have any pages defined for this theme right now. But if we just copy the Shopify Facebook brand page here, we can paste that here, and once that's done loading, we can see that the Facebook icon now appears here for us, which we can choose. And the same thing goes for like a Twitter link. If we paste the Shopify Twitter link, then we'll see the Twitter icon show up here. There it is there. So that's how you add social icons. And let's go back to our footer. So this checkbox allows us to hide the social icons if you don't want them. Next up, we have the payment icons. So we can also hide the payment icons here if you don't want to show these. Next up is, this is a kind of unique input. So the powered by text. So typically with Shopify themes, they would come standard with powered by Shopify. So what we did here was we basically made that a much simpler to change text field. So if you go into the footer settings, I believe this comes default with the power theme as blank, but currently with the example store we set up, we set it to wholly owned by engineered-ecom. So if you want it to be blank, it's simply just delete this text, or like I said, I believe it defaults that way anyway. However, if you want to add something here, I kind of like having this as an input, honestly, because we can do things like wholly owned by engineered-ecom. And this might be really useful for you if you own like an LLC or a corporation that houses multiple brands underneath it. So sort of like a holding company corporation, and then you hold all of your e-commerce brands underneath it. Let's say you operate like 2 or 3 different brands. So it would be really useful in that case, because in the footer now you can have your brand name here, and then directly after it you can have a message that says wholly owned by your corporation name or your LLC name. So that's useful to have as well. Next, we have the newsletter settings. So as you can see here, we have a newsletter sign up in our footer. So we can either show or hide the newsletter sign up really quickly. And we can also change the heading for the newsletter sign up here. So I'll just add a few random characters. You can see that updated, and we can also change the subheading here for our newsletter sign up right there. And that's it for the footer. Pretty simple. Yeah, nothing too crazy about the footer. But in the next videos, we're going to look at the bundle cards and also the custom landing pages. So hope you guys are excited about those videos, and I'll see you in the next one.